Hello there, I'm Tony van Sittert. I'm a hypnotist, and I will be leading you through this session and the ones that follow. I want you just to close your eyes, relax, and listen with your imagination. And now I want you to picture, visualize, or imagine that there's a road in front of you. It can be a sand road, a tar road, a highway. It's your road. Just picture, visualize, or imagine a road with a fork in it. And the road to the left is a slow downward road. It's easy to take this low road. You could just coast down it. It's the path of doing what you've been doing for so long. But it is a path of misery. The road to the right goes upward. It's going to take some effort to take the high road. But it is the way of freedom, health, and life. It's the road of being in control of your life. It is the road to success. Now look at that road on the left again. It means carrying all of the problems associated with continuing that habit, behavior, or response that's been irritating, harming, or disappointing you. Carrying those burdens for even longer than you already have. Think of how bad that habit or behavior makes you feel. Really allow yourself to feel the weight of the burden of the self-destructive behavior. Feel your desire to be free from all of the ill effects of hurting yourself this way. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and we are going to go down that low road of being out of control. One more year. 1, 2, and 3. There you are. One more year of being out of control, of being miserable because you have continued that habit, behavior, or response that's irritating, harming, and disappointing you. Feel the weight of the disappointment in yourself, and notice the things that litter this painful way of living, such as maybe relationships that have been damaged, your health that is taking a dive, finances that has had an impact on, and maybe even your spiritual and mental health. There's a mirror there. See yourself in that mirror and ask yourself, am I pleased with myself? Am I happy to have another year of doing that habit, behavior, and response that is irritating, harming, and disappointing me? Do I feel better having made this decision? Do I feel healthier or worse for carrying on? Do I look and feel better about myself or not? Do I feel smarter? And feel the disappointment you have in yourself for continuing that habit, behavior, and response for another year. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and we are going to go down to the 5-year point on this road. To 5 years from now. 1, 2, and 3. And there you are after 5 more years of being on that low road. Bring forth all the effects of that choice. Allow yourself to feel the effects of that decision. You feel bound by that habit or behavior. You feel hopeless. Now look around you and see what the relationships are like 5 years down the line. Your relationships, your health, your finances, and your spiritual and mental health. Those are the things that you have done to yourself, and you can't stand them anymore. Maybe you even hate the sight of them. If there are people associated with doing these things, these habits and behaviors, are they really your friends? Do they really care about you? Again, ask yourself, am I pleased with myself for carrying on this habit, behavior, or response that's irritating, harming, and disappointing me for another 5 years? Do I have the right to do this to myself? Am I healthier for making this choice? How is it affecting my life? Is my life better or worse? Do I feel smarter or carrying on that habit or behavior for another 5 years. And now I count from 1 to 3, and we move down to the 10-year point on this low road of continuing to the year 10 years from now. 1, 2, and 3. There you are after 10 more years of hurting yourself by continuing that habit, behavior, or response that's irritating, harming, and disappointing you. Once again, bring forth all the cumulative effects of that choice. Really allow yourself to feel the effects of that decision, of continuing that habit and behavior for 10 more years. How do you feel now? Feel more hopeless? Again, look around you and see all the fallout from this habit and behavior with relationships, your health, your finances, and spiritual and mental health. Those are the things that have done this to you. So you can't stand them anymore. Maybe you even hate the sight of them. Are the people helping you to do these things really your friends? Do they really care about you? How do you feel about them? And there's a mirror there, and look at yourself. Ask yourself, am I pleased with myself for carrying on this habit, behavior, or response that's irritating, harming, and disappointing me for another 10 years? Really, feel the consequences of remaining on this low but easy road. And as I count back from 5 to 1, come back all the way to the beginning of that fork in the road. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let yourself feel better, because none of this has yet happened to you, and it doesn't have to. You have decided not to let that happen to you. You have decided to take the high road of success on the right. You know that it will take a little bit more effort, but now you know in your heart and mind that it's worth it. You have decided to start taking better care of yourself. In fact, you have already left the old way by coming here today. You're already taking your first steps towards freedom and success on the road to the right. And now just spend a moment blocking that road to the left, the low road. Dynamite it, blow it up, build a wall. Do what you have to do that you'll never ever go on that road again. That's right. And now let's see how this new decision to achieve your goals, desires, and dreams for life affects you. Think about all the good positive changes that becoming free from the self-destructive habit will bring in your life. Being free from all those problems, the feeling of really being in control and confident. You are now on the path to the right. And it means success and a feeling of energy and optimism. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and we are going to go down that road of having made this change for 1 year. 1, 2, and 3. There you are. After 1 year of being in control, you feel good. Great. You've done it. You're a success, and you never felt better, and you are going to feel even better yet. There's a mirror there, and you see yourself. Ask yourself, am I pleased with myself? Am I happy to have accomplished my goal for a whole year? Do I feel better for having made this healthy decision? Do I feel smarter? Feel the pride and the health that is inside of you. Was it worth it? Do you want to continue to stay on the high road of success? I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and we are going to go down to the 5-year point on this road of being successful in making this change to the year 5 years from now. And there you are after 5 more years of success, of reaping the rewards of making this permanent change. 5 years of being in control and energized. Bring forth right now all of the effects of that choice. Really allow yourself to feel the effects of that decision. You feel strong. Everything in your life is better for having made this permanent change. Enjoy the feeling of knowing that you have made a permanent change, knowing that you will never go back to that old way. And now I count from 1 to 3, and we're going to move to the 10-year point on this high road of success, to the year 10 years from now. 1, 2, 3. And there you are. After 10 more years of making this good and positive change in your life, bring forth all the effects of that smart choice. Really allow yourself to feel the effects of that decision of continuing to be in control for 10 more years. Feel how it is affecting your relationships positively, your health for the better, your finances, and mental being. And isn't it just amazing? That old habit, behavior, or response that was irritating, harming, and disappointing you is now simply something that you used to do. It was a mistake to ever have done it. But now you are free, and you will remain free for the rest of your life. Look in that mirror one more time and ask yourself, am I pleased with myself for stopping that habit or behavior for 10 more years? Would I ever go back to that old habit of hurting myself? Am I glad that I've made this permanent change, a change made for good? Of course you are. I'm going to count back to 1, and you're back in the year now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you now have a newfound level of certainty that you are ready, really ready to make this change. You are now ready to accept powerful hypnotic suggestions to help to keep you on the road to the right, the high road of success. Now your subconscious mind fully accepts the suggestions that you will never do that habit, behavior, or response that irritates, harms, and disappoints you again. But only your subconscious knows how long it will take to stop that habit, behavior, or response. The point is that you do know that you will stop permanently as you go through this hypnosis series. And until next time, here is your homework. Every time you feel like carrying out that habit, behavior, or response that is irritating, harming, or disappointing you, I want you to play the 5-minute game. The 5 basically is, and I'm going to use the example of smoking, but you can apply whatever you want to the situation. Carry your watch with you, or your cell phone, anything with a clock on it. And every time you want a cigarette, or you want to eat again, or lose your temper, whatever it is, but let's use cigarettes as an example, look at the exact time. For example, the time might be 20 past 11. Now add 5 minutes to that time. That would bring you to 25 past 11. Now wait until 5 minutes has passed. At 25 past 11, one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to be looking at your clock, your watch, or your cell phone, or whatever, and just waiting to do what you want to do, or you're going to miss it because you carried on doing something else. You got involved with other things. If you're sitting looking at your watch, clock, or cell phone when that 5 minutes has passed, then have your cigarette, meal, or whatever. But when I say that, I want you to do something. Stop everything else. Focus on that cigarette, your meal, or your temper. Focus on it. Smell it. Taste it. Feel it. Listen to it. And ask yourself, is it really satisfying the craving that I had? Pay attention to that voice in your head when it starts telling you off for doing what you're doing. And then notice if things feel the same as they used to. Pay attention to your body. Is it relaxing or is it tensing up? And then notice when that voice in your head tells you to stop or doing what you're doing. Or if you're going to be stubborn and just carry on through to the end. If you didn't feel like doing what you wanted to do after 5 minutes, you got distracted and busy with other things, that's great. And when you feel like doing it again, maybe in an hour's time, check the time, add on 5 minutes, and play the game again. If you're watching your clock, go and do it and concentrate on it. If you've forgotten about it, just wait and see what happens. Only your subconscious knows when you will stop. Will it be right now? Or when will it be? But stop. You will stop.